To our live stream. This is live stream from the answer. 安思手绘直播粉笔画我们要画粉笔画。如果你第一次 if you are first time here on this channel, let me introduce you some very basic tools we use in our drawing. We use chalk, ordinary, regular chalk. You can buy anywhere in the stationery store. It's everywhere almost. You can find it. It's so popular. It's a traditional writing tools, teaching tools for centuries. But no one uses as drawing material, traditional, especially the traditional materials like watercolor, pencil, charcoal, oil painting, oil painting. So chalk is not designed for drawing, but if you know what drawing is all about, it doesn't matter what media, what tool you used, you just create an image with these materials. Okay, so you just have to familiar with these tools and know the advantage and disadvantage and of these tools, and you know how to make the most advantage of this medium to express your drawing, and that's fine. So that's not actually there's no yes, there are some what we call traditional classic drawing medium tools, but chalk is also a good drawing materials. You don't know it because nobody do it seriously like I do. Okay. So I am going to introduce you the chalk drawing. We just use one chalk to draw all the images, and we are focusing on the animal portraits for this time being. So follow me to see how we are going to do that. Thank you, Nika. It's a good, yeah, it's a nice hour, beautiful under some light. So today we're gonna do. Thank you, Jonas. Thank you. Hi, thank you, Art Razor. Thank you, all of you. Yeah, so that's the chalk we're using to draw our pictures. And then I am gonna erase this one, and I am going to do this flamingo. They call it flamingo. Yeah. So this flamingo will be here. It's under a very beautiful light, like a thin light. How do I describe that? Very weak light, but it's still illuminating in a very, I don't know, fantastic ways. It's very eye-catching, and a posture of this flamingo is very elegant, I think. So elegant, so beautiful. Like, so I'm going to draw this today. 好，我们今天就要画这个我们的 flamingo，我们的火鹤鸟。Okay, so I'm going to erase this one, and without wasting everybody's time, I'm going to do it now. Okay, so without further ado, I am erasing this one. So open your eyes for the last minute to take a good look of this owl. She's going to move out to leave the blackboard to Mr. Flamingo. All right, so I'm gonna erase that. Open your eyes. Have a good image. It's a good choice. Yes, you're right, Nicholas. It looks simple. Yeah, there's a lot of detail. If you look all the details here in the picture, even it's not very high resolution picture, but when I enlarge it, you can see all the detail and the very. It's not dramatic tone change. It goes gradually as okay. So I don't know how to describe that, but anyway, that's a challenge. Yes, you have to make the feather, the small feather, and the face, and the gray tones. Okay, so now I'm going to erase this one. Erase this hour. So I usually start erasing by starting from my name, my signature there. Okay, even it's partially erased, it's still good under the blackboard, right? The background make it so distinct, I think, very special. It looks just like he just has her head out of the forest, and take a look at what happened there. If there's a rat, then she's gonna to catch it. So you feel the light and the shadow. Okay, he got big eye. See, I erase that slowly. Her beautiful eyes here. Okay, so I erase that. So goodbye. By this hour, I'm not saying goodbye to all of you. We're just in the beginning of our drawing today. I say just goodbye to the hour, and we are welcoming this flamingo, right here. Okay, let me show you. This is what we are going to draw to put on my blackboard today. So it will look like this when I finish my drawing. Okay, when I finish that, it should be right there. Just like what you just saw, that's the hour over there. Okay, so that's the flamingo. All right. So let me make this dry and clean, nice and warm, so I can make it a home for this flamingo. All right, got it. Okay, so now when we start, because we have just only this size blackboard. See, there's wood. So we have only this size, right? So we are going to put her on this. So I have to make a judgment and where I'm gonna to do that. I put her head here. He got a big head over here, and he got this turned this way, so I can put her head here. So this is the top of her head. This probably the chin of her head, and he's looking down this way. No, this way, straight down. Right, so he goes look down like this, and then let me see. How big is her neck, connecting her neck here. All right, so he turns like this, okay? And this her chin, this her eyes. I put her eyes on the middle here, little here. So you see, I have positioned perfectly about this beautiful flamingo. This is the chin. So he goes like this. This her forehead here, and he goes like this as the mouth. I think this is her mouth over here, and he got a, right, let me see, not too long. He turns this here. So longer, bigger. So actually he's looking down. So this is a forehead, he goes this way, and he got a mouth open here, and then he turns. This is a chin. Her jaw, cheekbones here, and he got her neck turns here. So everything in the drawing, starting with the sketch, it's a challenge. Yeah, if you make this right, all the coloring or rendering of the light and shadow and textures becomes easier because there's some timeline to follow up. So it's very important to make it right. So he turned this way. I have to find it. Let me see if this is this big. I think he got line right here. And you see he goes right there. It is her neck from this side to here, and this is the other party. And then it goes like this. And how big is this? Let me see. So I have to make it smaller. That's the. I got a feather here. I think this is a feather. Wow, let me see this part over here. I think, let me see. 1, 2, 1. Okay, he got her eyes here. Actually, he got this lower. Yeah, I'm very concentrated, so concentrate on it, make these shapes right, looking good. Okay, so he got the mouth like this. So mouth here, this nostril, this lower part. Okay, I'm doing this part. I have to make all the proportion and the size correct. So you got the bricks here, big here. Got this. I have to show this way. So you have see the direction. Point to eyes over here. You got the forehead here. So this is the top of her head, right there, and then the forehead. All right. So let me see, everything right. Proportion, size, perspective, everything. Okay, sounds looking good. I see. I think it's good. Okay, let me see this part here. All right, sounds. I check every point, so that's why I say, yes, I'm going to draw a new one. Thank you, Nick. I'm going to draw a new one. Okay, now I'm turning on my monitor because I forgot to turn it on. I have to look everyone what everyone's saying on my chalkboard. All right. So let me greet everyone. Welcome everyone. Okay, so let me see. Got here. He got a nice shape. He got a nice turn on her neck. Actually, his neck is composed by different parts of her bones. So this one skull. This is probably first part, and turn this part and turn this part. It's not continuously. It goes like a straight line here, and second, third, and fourth. And all, especially here, it's more straight. Okay, but it's so dark, you could not see that. So actually he got, it looks like a curve, but it's all actually the straight, what do you say, part of the straight line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's kind of has broken there, but it's connected. Looks like it's connected, but the shape's a little bit straight on each part. Okay, so let me write this out. This is the neck. This is where it turns. All right. Artist Nick Jr. Who is that? Who is this guy? No, the answer. My name is Watson. I don't think there's many chalkboard artists in YouTube. You couldn't find many of them. You probably just won't find one or two. I'm the one. Because this tool is so cheap, nobody want to make it seriously as painting materials, and I think they can draw a very good sketch. And so let's just try. So now we have some challenge to judge how the light is for this. Let me see, for this beautiful flamingo. Let me see, he got that eye here. Okay, so the light coming direct to his, in the front, from this direction, hit the face here. Boom, boom, and a little bit up. Okay, so goes this direction, like 1 o'clock. It goes 1 o'clock in front. Okay, so this is 1 o'clock. You can see this is what we say 1 o'clock. This is 12, right? So this 1 o'clock in front of this animal, of this bird. So you get a light hit right there. So he got a very good light in here, but this is a spotlight. It's not an overall casting light. He light everywhere. He just focused on her face, so he got very bright here and some shadow on her chin here. So it goes like this, 1 o'clock. So it got very bright here, very bright here, because it goes this direction, right? So the spotlight goes like this, and it hit all this space here. And here, he got not much light because it's we have a spotting light setting. What means spotting light? Spotting light means I have just like a spot. I just hit this spot. See this side, all very bright, shiny. And other than that, it cannot reach a lot of light over there. So all these are very fading out or dark. So you just have this light over here and all there are not very light. So now you can see there is a bird here, right? You see the shape? Forget about the detail. You just look at the shape, all the shape. So this light, this light, this light, and he got some light over here, but all under her body here are very weak with light. So it's just a shadow there, and all here in the body is not very light. And all here, I assume, it's dark. So you only see these spots. So now you see this bird over here, right? Of course, there's some light over here, so you make it a shape better. But this right here, right there, it's the shadow here, and you got black beaks, and he got some shadow here because light hitting that way. So it got a hot edge shadow there. You see? So now you see this bird there. Got some light over here. Not much, but this here, so dark. So that's what we set up, the basic lighting of the subject. This will guide us to finish all parts of this beautiful bird in more detail. So the overall structures of lighting is like this. And he get his beak hiding behind her neck and the wings. Okay, so let me do this again. Let me say this again. Light is coming from 1 o'clock in front and hit this spot as a focus. So this whale very light here, 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 and some of here, some of here. So all this direction, and all other areas of not in our focus. The light is not very strong, and then the light, a little light here. So that's why the studio camera of photographing is so attractive, because they set up the light so it's not usual as you see in the natural. You see some like you see in the stage, they have a lot of the light setting to create different atmospheres. So when it's all dark, or it's all bright, or it's a partial bright, or it's light here or there, they have a color light. So make the stage so you know, I don't know how to say that, but so beautiful, right? Okay. So let me see this part, make your neck a little bit this, like this. And I think he got even stronger, bigger. Let me see. I think her neck here. Well, it's a little bit right here. So I make a mark here. I will make it wider. So I make this part bigger. I just leave a little mark there. It goes like this, okay? Okay, so it's not too thick, not too thin, not too small. Otherwise, you cannot support her big head here. And then I think this angle here should be a little bit deep. The slope. Oh, Nick, I don't know. Yeah, let me check who is this artist you mentioned about. Is that relative to our chalkboard drawing? Okay, no problem. I'll check out later to see who. All right. So when we have this sketch ready, and then we're gonna do the details now. So I start with the facial features of each part. We have to do overall light setting. Now I have go to the special part of her face. So let me start with her eyes. That's the focus right there. So he got the eyes, eyeball here. And he got an eye circle around the eyeball. So just make 2 circles there. Don't worry about the detail. We will make that later. So he got the pupil here, and he got the eyes. Let me see, this is the center. And this is eraser. If you don't know what I'm doing here, this is eraser. So I can remove the chalk. And I move this part, okay? Now this is just roughly a shape, no detail, so don't worry about that. You don't have to do that exactly perfect at the first time. I just want to make the structure here. Okay, so he got a forehead here. All right, now we go from eyes to her. Yeah, I'm checking to see the size. Okay, the eyes here. All right. So this is her nose, and this is brown. This is the bone. This is where so bright here, and it goes under here, and this is the shape of her nose, her beaks, and we have a very important divider here. Let me see right there. This is her upper bricks. And it goes here, you cannot see it, you can't see it very well. Okay, so now this top. I got a light over here, and now he got the nostril here. They got a lot of shape there. Okay, and this nostril is so dark and black right there. It goes this way. Okay, now I'm going to draw this part. The lower bricks got a lot of small bone support here. Okay, got I have to check to see they're right. So I make this higher. Okay, all this part very dark, but he got some light over here. You can have some shape here. These are black bricks there, and probably this size right there. And okay, this is the shape of it. Okay, so I leave it black with some shades over it, and I will handle that. We will handle that later. Okay. Okay, hello Ushi. Nice to see you again. Nice to see you here. So we're going a flamingo. So have your coffee ready or your tea or drinks, and relax and watch what we do, which is beautiful flamingo drawing. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so I have this eyes here. I got the mouth, the bricks, and the nose right there. Yeah, it's only the structure. I put only the very basic structure. And then we'll do more detail later. Okay, so he got eyes here. Okay, so now I'm going to draw her forehead here. Okay, he got not very bright shade, so I touch it very light with small strokes. But he got some light on this part because he got the volume, it's not flat, so he got some light over here, but it goes down right there. Okay, this is the forehead. He got a very weak light there. Actually, you can draw according to how their hair, the feather grows. So all here will be flat. Now I'm moving to her cheek here. So these are round, right? These are round. This is the neck. Got some fly light over there. And then you got over here. This much bright. Right here. What TikTok user I can TikTok it still be answer I think. Yeah, be answer. Let me check. VIANSWER. Oh, let me see. Probably I'm wrong. Okay, let me see. TikTok. We answer VI. Yeah, you can check this. VNS. Oh, small cap. It's not capital, but we answer. Of course, there's on the dash here, sketch. But you have this. I think you can find it. Right, so no problem with that. Yeah, check that later. Yeah, I have a lot of short video forms over there. Yeah, let me take this out so I can make my drawing clean. Right there. So I have the. All right. So now I'm moving down. Okay, so I have this part, and then some reflection here, this some shadow here. So this one part right there, this where under this her jaw. And you got a light and some dividing here. Right, and then I move to her neck here. So you see this all dark, not too much light, but you can draw a little stroke here. And there's a connection between light and dark. And all this goes here to this direction. There's some shadow here. Not too bright here. Okay, all the feather on the neck go this direction. It goes turn for the next turn. And this is dark, not too bright. Just touch a little, very light. Touch it, not draw it. Touch it. Okay, then it turns this way, and then it turns to light again, right? Okay, so I need to make this for shades like this. Oh, the upper saw here, you can see much more light. The light as strong as here. So you can make it quick, but there's short stroke, and you can see the feather much better. You can see the textures here. This is here is the shadow. Here, all here, so dark, but still you can see it. It's dark, but it's not as dark as the background, so you can see the edge here. Okay, and then put some light over here. So now all you have to do is cover all your picture, your drawing, with chalk, either visible or not visible, either dark and bright. You just cover all his face right here. So you see this is the shape. This is a shadow right there. This should be a shadow like this. Yeah, you can leave that there. And you can do it later. Okay. Oh, okay, okay, Ushi. I will follow you to see how's you're doing. Okay, this dark, very dark here. We got some shade. All right, then this is the body. Her wing got some light here, but he got only the light. We got the feather. Yeah, we will check this part later. So now Okay, and then I draw this part. You see this? This is a shadow area, and make it right there. And then here's the bright side of her feather. Okay, and then I'll make this part bright, a little bit much brighter than here. I can move quick, but yeah, just touch. Don't make it too strong. This should be some light there. You can see from the picture here, the contrast is so strong because every camera, every photo or pictures, they take different exposure rate. Okay, so this is create much more strong light, so the contrast is less. What do you mean less? Less means the dark area here and the bright area, there's not much difference. They are so close. Okay? It's not like a black and white here, or the shadow area. So you can see the neck is almost all white here. All white. You can see just a little shade changing there. But if I draw in my blackboard, I probably increase the contrast between the light and shadow to make it more, dramatic, not so peaceful, not so harmony. So, okay, so the contrast probably is much stronger in my chalkboard drawing. Okay, so now I'm moving down. Very light, just little touch, in regular pattern, so randomly light, but it goes all this direction. This is how the feather grows and composed, and he got some. He's opened her. This is a body, I think. Here's some light, and then it goes down. So this is dark compared to this part. So you have to make this a little bit higher. Okay, thank you for your support. Yes, because this picture shows very light, this photo. And actually, when it's on my computer, it's much, I think, much, how I can explain it, just not so, the contrast is so much bigger, and the overall tone is a little bit lower. So the white is not so white, the black is so black, so all the tone moving down. So sometimes we change, you use the Photoshop to change the pictures, photo, you overall increase the exposure. That's what it means here. So the exposure here are all increased on this photo. All right. Okay, so now we have a basic shape. Okay, right here, it got more light here. Right, so we finished like 50% of the drawing, and now I'm gonna do all the details later. I have this part light. I can fix this later, but now I'm just saw this, and I think I can make some marks here, so when I come back here I will not forget what to do. Okay, now we have basic structure of this drawing, and now I'm going to do more detail. So thank you for your support. Thank you, everyone. And now I'm moving to her eyes. Okay, so I drew the eyes here. Yeah, you can make a circle here. You see, I covered that already. And then I make the eyes friend here. He got much light shadow here. Not too strong light here. Okay, I need a smaller tips of chalk. I think this is smaller enough, and I drew this part. And then the eyes, it is eye corner here, and it got some shadow there, and he got the pupil right there. So I should put it in the center. Okay, and now I draw the eye frame here. You got a bright color here, nice shadow, nice light here. Now this mouse. Actually, it's you can say this a nose, because all this part is nose, and then it connect. Okay, I need smaller tips here. Make me easy to draw the detail. Okay, so this the higher above, so this bright. And then it goes here, connect to her nose, top of her nose. And then got some spoon here, and some very complicated parts here. Okay, so now I'm drawing her nose. This her lower up lips, beak. Okay, and this nostril where he breathes. Where he got a shadow edge right there. very, very, what can I say that? Tiny line here. That's the age of her bricks. And he got the bricks is much higher here and there, and lower and bottom there. All right. So now, yeah, if everyone, your likes or support, yeah, it's much appreciated here. So you can tape likes for me. I appreciate that. I think there's not many painter, I think, drawer do this chalk on YouTube. So your support is appreciated. Oh, now I'm moving down this part. And he got a very black bricks. Got this part. Now I'm going to join the lower part of her mouth. Okay, there's a very strange scratch. They probably they use their mouth to open, so it hurt. It got a lot of scratch there, and then he got a very bright light here. Okay, he got some refraction here. Okay, now she got her mouth open. Oh, I have to make it because you can see it. Go this way. I shall make this wide open. So I wipe this out a little bit and I leave this part. Okay. All right. I need to make this bright. Okay, I make this brick strong enough, big enough, make the shape. Right. Okay, it goes like this. You have not used your teeth so often, or probably you have too many accounts. All right. Okay, so we have this part ready, and the mouths are ready. Okay, and then we need to make it smaller, not so strong here. They got some shadow here. And they got some connection here. Yeah, we'll make this part. Yeah, not easy, right? Yeah, you need some patience to make the very subtle change on the tones, all right? Okay, so we got it right now, and then I'm going to do with her forehead here. So I can, this is still not strong. I just fix the shape. I give a basic slide there, and got more. You got a shade from her eyes. This is the H corner. Okay, so I drew this part, and now we got more light here. Okay, and then I'm going to draw this part. This part will be a light area, but you have to make the shapes. And this is so dark here, you don't have to do a lot of them. So you put this part light. See? Okay. All right, then goes up right there. This is a shadow area. Okay, and then we move to this neck here. Okay, the feather goes up right here, right? Yeah, I'm not talking too much, so I'm busy drawing. This is very dark here. Now I'm going to make this part bright. As you can see, a lot of feather here. Shadow there. Okay, and then I drench all the feather here. Yeah, thank you for all your likes. You hit the likes, I received them all. Thank you. Yeah, make it smaller so you can see the whole picture. Okay, and then still have to make this part. Yeah, I have to make this shape. Okay. Okay, and this part, this really dark here. Okay, then I'll move this feather here. Let me see. Actually, at this part, you don't make a lot of detail. Just make some of them. Not too good. I use the other one. Use this one. But the feather, God, and this is a little bit fur. All right, and I drew this part. So shiny here on the bottom, on the top, compared to the body on the bottom. Okay, and it got some light area here. Okay, don't make this part too bright. Some shade, some light on the top. So make the shade like a feather here. Okay, and then I move to here. So now this is very important here. You have to make the edge. So I bring it up, the light. The shape. Bring the edge a little bit dark. No, I need a fine line there. So I need to make this okay. I have to adjust the light here. And make this disappear on the end, but on the top here, the contrast is very clear. The hot edge is even better. You have a very fine line edge, so this is top. Very fine, but no, don't make it too dark. Because this is the age of her bricks. Of course, the age is gradually changed, not like so sharp and hard. So you have to whip out, take out some chalk. Okay. And I make it to strong, you can do that. Make a little bit weak. Make the change. Okay, then make the edge here. Yeah, touch this a little bit more. There's one way to do it, and the other way is make this center here bright. Okay, then make this change more naturally. Goes too dark. Yeah, you can use some chalk, the edge up there, to make it blend in. Okay, blend. And this part be shadow, so I don't make it too shiny. Okay. Alright, and then this the light, and I have to make this part light to make the edge there gray. So this the edge dividing the body. So this the neck. Okay, yes, let me see, anything we have to change. Let me see this part, this much light, and connect here, there. bright. A little bit eye socket here, so there's a little shadow there. So let me see how much time we spend. More than half an hour, 1.5 hours. That's usually what the time we take to finish a drawing with everyone on YouTube each session. So it's right. Alright, so I try to make her shapes. So he got some make the shape better. I need to make this edge. I'm trying to make this. Thank you. Good line shadow. Thank you, Nika. Yes, thank you for everyone here today. I think it's pretty much close now to the end. I finished most of the picture. I don't think I have to change a lot here. I just make this shape, this part, not so strong, make it a little bit lower in light. Okay, that's it. That's the flamingo we have today. So I hope you enjoy the drawing. And we really like this bird, very beautiful. Even it's a weird big here. You see that, all right? Big here. So this H. Okay, so thank you. That's the drawing today. I hope you enjoy the drawing. All right. So before we leave, that's the flamingo here. As I say in the beginning, when we finish our live session of drawing, it will go to our blackboard like that. Okay, so you can see the miniatures, mini one compared to the big one here. And they have different textures and lighting. Yes, I try to make the contrast, the lighting, the total exposure lower and make the contrast more visible, but things not quite so. But it's, yeah, we can change that the way you like, but under this exposure I drew, I think it's good. So this a brother. Yeah, and so nice. You see the picture, so nice. And I hope you think our drawing is pretty good as well. Okay, I'm just looking at her eyes. Her eyes is so beautiful. How I make it more bright? I need to make this part a little bit close. A little bit round. Some shadow here, not much, I can put away some chalk. And I put some light here to make it furry. Highly above. Yeah, just put a little, not too much. Make this bright here. All right, thank you very much. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Though, let's go to the end of this session. Take care. Bye. Ushi, bye. Nika. Goodbye, everyone here still. Before you leave, tap likes. Thank you. All right, so see you next time. The day after tomorrow, I'll be here. Get well. Yeah. Get good rest. Bye-bye. Thank you for your company. Thank you for everyone.